What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Sunday episode of the Crawford Chronicles. I'm one of your hosts, PK. And as always, Homer Chris, Subi Bones, Bryles is in the house. Fellas, how are y'all doing this weekend?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a super long weekend. A lot of baseball, as well as Astros baseball, and a lot of just going out and about, running, take care of errands. But I wanted to give a big shout out to Bryles because Bryles with the assist on yesterday's Korea Star Wars night bobblehead. So Bryles, appreciate it, my man. How was your
Nice.
Bryles? How was your weekend going?
Good, man. And shout out to you guys for taking care of the last couple episodes. I wasn't able to make it. Big happy birthday to my wife, Andy. She had a birthday on Thursday, so I wasn't able to make it. But other than that, yeah, it's been a great week, man. And the Astros have been playing fantastic, so I can't complain at all. PK, how's your week been, dude?
It was busy. It was busy. Today I was telling Chris that we got the last of the stuff out of the old house this morning at 10:30. So we are officially out of that old house into the new house. And now we can start months, the months of unpacking at the new house. So I'm just glad to be not moving. I'm so sick of freaking moving. I told Mama today, I said, I hope that I don't move again. Like I don't know if I want to ever move again, to be honest with you. Really. So
But
yeah,
happy for the new house.
happy for the new house for sure. Thank you again, Bryles, on that one. So my Astros watching this weekend was hit and miss, right? It was between, watching a little bit on TV, and then over the weekend it was more of radio. But I was going to tell Chris this when we were offline, and I started to, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait for the episode. So here we go. Like, aside from the Astros losing the series, and aside from me losing my prediction, actually all of us, I think we all lost the prediction, right? We all went 2-1. I think this for the series.
Correct.
I'm more upset at I'm more upset about what went down on Friday. I'm more upset about Espada bringing in Abreu in the eighth inning in a one-run game against the top team like Milwaukee, especially top team in their division for sure, right? I mean they're 34-20 now. I'm more upset about that. I mean, I'm more upset about the Friday night loss as a whole than I am really about losing the prediction. I mean, look, we're going to show the records here in a little bit because, of course, Chris has that up to date now. He did a quick preview before we went live, and I said that wasn't necessary, but he thinks it's funny. So I got more pissed. I'm still pissed about Friday. Like, I really am still pissed about Friday because we talked about it on Thursday. The Mizorowski game today was going to be your most difficult game. The dude has been dominant in the month of May, right? So
Dude,
you had to get these guys on. Yeah, dude, sick, filthy. You had to get these guys on Friday and Saturday, and you're up 4-1 after 4, right? 4-1 after 4. And you're still, I mean, you're right there, dude. Like, you're right there for it. And Espada brings in Abreu in the eighth inning. And I was still at this point, I'm not watching on TV. And so I see the text from you guys going back and forth, 9 balls, 12 balls, right? And it's just like, what are we doing? He's not back yet, air quotes, right, to be in those high leverage spots. So the loss of the series, 100%, in my opinion, goes on Espada. That's how I want to start this episode of the Crawford Chronicles on a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, like it's tough, and pretty much like you said, man. I mean, like you knew today was gonna be a wash. I mean, like today is gonna be. It is what it was. I mean, Mizorowski has been probably one of the most dominant pitchers this season, and he's been like stupid good. I think was it Paredes that got a double off him? Was he? That's like the first extra base hit he's given up since like April or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and like the most frustrating thing. I'm pretty sure this is what happened Friday. Is that they were up by 1, and then they bring in Abreu, and then Abreu I remember, I think it was, I don't know which one it was, but I texted somebody and I was like, dude, it's like, how many balls is he going to throw in a row? Because I think he threw, was it 12 or was
12.
it the first 8 or 9?
It was 12.
And then
it was 12.
and then Yeah, so he basically almost walked the bases loaded before he threw a strike. And it's just like, golly, man. I mean, like, and it's stuff like that. I mean, like, you had the lead, and then you allow them to tie it. And at that point, by the time, I mean, did he finish the inning? I don't remember. I mean, I don't know if he finished the inning. I mean, but it's stupid little
He
things like that.
1/3 of an inning.
Yeah. So and then by the time you take him out, you put whoever they brought back in, or whoever they bring in, you put him in a bases loaded, no out situation. I mean, like, that's tough. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, that's tough. I mean, like, so, PK, I think you said it perfectly, man. I mean, like, you had to go out and you had to win Friday and Saturday, because you probably had no chance of winning today, especially with Altuve not playing today, because I'm pretty sure it was a scheduled day off, and it was a getaway game because they're not playing tomorrow. So, and then against one of the the best pitchers in the league. I mean, so you had the game won on Friday. You allowed Abreu to go. I mean, clearly, I think, I don't want to say it's more Monday morning quarterbacking. I mean, but like the second that he walked the first two hitters, that should have been it. Like, I mean, until Abreu has a lengthy, like, last handful of outings where he looks like the Abreu of old. I think he has to have one of the shortest leashes of anybody in that bullpen, and you can't let him walk the bases loaded before you pull him. Like, you just absolutely can't. And Browse, I don't want to steal too much of your thunder. I'm sure you got a lot to say about this, so I hand it over to you. Did we lose Browse?
And go.
Well,
and go.
His face one thing I want to.
There we go.
Yeah, no, I'm here. All right, my bad. So anyway, no, the one thing I do want to say though is you're right. It's been, and I was roasting Abreu on X. I mean, I'm like, and Espada, by the way. It's like, why do you leave him in there? Why do you put him in there? What are you doing, knowing that we've got a 1-run game and then you're going to put him in there? That game on Friday should have never, ever, ever, ever gone to extra innings. We should have put Santa in there, who was already warmed up. We should put De Los Santos in there, who was already warmed up. And then all of a sudden we come back from commercial break and they're like, oh, hey, guess what? Abreu's coming in. And I'm like, fantastic. All right. Well, I guess we don't really want to win this game. And the only reason I can actually put that into perspective is the fact that I think that they're trying to shop him at the trade deadline. But if you're trying to shop him at the trade deadline, that is not the way to do it, because you already know that Abreu cannot hold runs down. We've already seen this. He's going to walk batters. What is he going to do? He's going to hit batters. He's going to give runs up. I mean, he's not going to do what you want him to do. Keep him on the bench, do whatever you're going to do, and that's it. I'm sorry. He should never be in a game right now. I'm shocked that he's even on this roster. He shouldn't be on this roster right now. We've got guys like Santa who, I mean, keep this in mind. We've never even heard of this guy in the last, 3 weeks until now, and he's fantastic. I would love to have had him on the roster for the bullpen, I don't know, for the very beginning of the season, but now, we're dealing with what we have. And I've got to have to calm down right now. But anyway, Espada put in Abreu. What are we going to do about it? Nothing, other than the fact that he probably needs to be traded, and that's about it.
So I saw something on.
Take it over, man, because I'm getting fired up, dude. I've got to just calm down.
No, I saw something on X today, and Wheelhouse responded, and it's kind of silly, not what Wheelhouse said, but what the original post was, which was basically send him down to AAA, right? But Abreu has 5 years of MLB service, so he has to accept, right? He would have to accept that assignment. But the guy was like, look, send him down, let him work on whatever the hell he needs to work on, right? And then get into low leverage spots down there to build back up the confidence that he had of last season or the season before. I don't think that's an option. I really don't. I don't think that you send Abreu down, right? I think what you do is you go back to what was going on, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, where he's coming in like the 5th inning or the 6th inning, and you're seeing what you can get out of him in those little windows. Coming in the 8th inning in a 1-run game should never be. It should not happen. And I don't know that if I also saw something today where it said, well, once Hader comes back, you can move Abreu back into his 8th inning spot, and he's going to be the Brian Abreu of old. And it's like, no, he's not. No, he hasn't shown that all season. He's throwing an 80, 85, 86 mile an hour slider up there, where last season we're looking at 91, 90s, right? His fastball velo is low 90s. He's not getting the 98 that we're accustomed to seeing with Brian Abreu. So like, there's twofold to this, right? I put the blame on Espada for putting Abreu in that high leverage spot. But then you also had this Astros offense come in to the 9th inning, bases loaded, with less than 2 outs, with the chance to win the game. And you could not get the game-winning run. Couldn't do it. You couldn't plate the game-winning run. You had in the 10th inning, Santa, to your point, Bryce, Santa comes in and he retires all 3 batters that he faced, right? He did give up a single, I think, and then I forget what he did. I forget how they scored. Either way, oh, I know what it was. It was a pop-up. It was a pop-up to noodle arm Jake Myers in shallow center field. Shallow center, and the dude tagged up at second to go to third. And Myers threw it like Paredes had to jump to catch. And not only that, it was just a noodle throw. And that's something that I think that was the first at bat. So Santa retires all 3 batters, but noodle arm Myers and center can't keep the runner at second base on a shallow pop fly. So you had like 3 innings of the same crap happening, just BS crap, right? That led to that loss. And I think that, again, for me, that's why it's the most frustrating loss of this series.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating because, like I said, going into the season, I mean, you dug yourself such a hole, as far as your record. And the only thing that's really saving you right now is how terrible the AL West is. And I know we've talked about this. We talked about it at length our last episode, talking about the Astros back. So when you're in a spot that you have a position to win the game, I mean, what are they? They're back to what, 7 under 500, something like that. It's just frustrating because it's like, listen, all of these games that you're in, like, you almost have to win these games because, I mean, look at what happened last season. You missed the playoffs by 1 game, and it's going to be some of these games that we'll look back in early April, Friday night's game, where, I mean, you were in the position to win the game. It's just like, I think Espada just cannot get out of his own way with Abreu. I mean, I agree. I think Abreu should go back to where he's our, when I used to write lineups for our AA team during the season, I would have our up big or our down big lineups, and this is when we're either getting donkey stomped or we're donkey stomping. And this is the guy where it's like I would never put him into pitch if we were close, but if we're down by 6 runs or up by 6 runs or up by 8 runs, I'll go ahead and throw him in there and see what he can do because we're already so far behind that we're not going to win, or so far ahead if we give up 5, then we're fine.
No, I totally agree, man. I don't even know what to do with it, but at the same time, we should have gone 2-1 in the series. We went 1-2, which I know we haven't even got into the rest of it, especially the game today or anything like that. But at the same time, on the whole Abreu thing, it's like I don't even know what to do. The only thing that you can do with him is trade him. That's the only thing I can possibly think of because you can't send him down, can't do anything else. Got to trade him. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, I don't agree. I mean, you could trade him. I mean, but like his value is so low. I mean, you're going to get like what, a couple of single A arms, maybe, or a couple single A players.
You get a case of baseball.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not like you're trading 2022 Abreu where you can really get some prospects back. I mean, he's going to be one of those guys you're just dealing to because he's got an expiring contract. So
yeah,
But I mean, I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with it. I mean, let's get into Saturday. Saturday was a more fun game for Astros fans. Final was 9-2. Yeah, you handled business on Saturday. Peter Lambert, dude, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. That he's done pretty damn good for someone that really wasn't expected to do much. You know, I mean, he's only up because of the injuries, and he's taken, again, full advantage of his opportunities while he's been up here. And he's been pitching pretty damn good. Blue Ball pitches 3 innings. He has 4 Ks, and Logan Van Wy has 1 inning at 2 Ks. The thing on this one was Pena Walker hit bombs for us. Walker's bomb in the 8th inning was a monster shot, dude. It was a bomb. I mean, so was Pena's. So, yeah, look, you went 4 for 10 with runners in scoring position on that one. In that game, your offense just took care of business. 12 hits, 9 runs. I honestly, like, watching Saturday, dude, watching Saturday was a frustrating way to watch a win. Again, because of Friday night. And then Friday night still bothered me. It still bothers me right now, right? Because, like, you had the perfect opportunity to win this damn series, and you just didn't take advantage of it. But, yeah, dude, offense showed up on Saturday. What y'all got for Saturday?
It was a great win.
Great win.
On to you, Browns.
All right. Well, I was actually at that game. My daughter and I went for Star Wars night, so it was awesome. We got a lot of awesome pictures, and other than that, as far as like the actual game is concerned, man, yeah, I had a great time. I was, throwing stuff out on X. I was texting you guys. I mean, that was a really, really fun game to watch. And, the fact that we had, Pena lead it off with a home run, and then the offense just showed up after that. I mean, it was a whole lot of offense. It was a whole lot of fun, dude, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I know. Don't get me wrong. I am very frustrated about what happened on Friday, but as far as like Saturday was concerned, I'm not going to complain, dude. It was like literally one of the best days I've had at the ballpark in a very, very long time. So I've got no complaints, man.
Yeah, so look, you finished Saturday night, with what you should have been a series win, but you get your W, you go into Sunday, and this was the matchup that we talked about on Thursday night, right? Like, how we opened up with this episode is that you needed to take advantage, you needed to take care of your business on Friday and Saturday and set up this game for a potential sweep, obviously, right? But you knew how difficult this was going to be with Mizorowski on the hill. On top of that, you had Tetsuya Imai. Right, he's pitching, and so he's coming off of like 2. His combined, he had the combined no-hitter up in Arlington earlier in the week, and then his previous start, I think that was with Minnesota. Against Minnesota, I think.
Correct.
Right, where he was dealing in that game before the rain delay. So he had 2 back-to-back outings that you're like, okay, let's see what he can do in his third. And look, man, like, I think he did pretty damn well. Your offense couldn't do anything against Mizorowski. That's what it boiled down to. He goes 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 5 Ks, 2 walks. Like, that should be enough for your offense to handle business. You just ran into a buzzsaw today. You ran into a dude that's been dominating all month in Jacob Mizorowski, and he went 7 innings, a 3-hit ball with 8 Ks. I mean, that's just you had 2 opportunities in the game with runners on base, not scoring position, on base, in the 3rd and 4th inning today, and that was it, man. That was it. So, yeah, lose the series, man. Now you move on to Pittsburgh. What do you got in this one?
Yeah, I mean, I think he might pitch well. I think he just ended up getting the short end of the stick, having to pitch against Mizorowski. I mean, like, for me personally, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. The Miz did get me 39 points in fantasy today, which secured me the win. So, it is what it is. I have both him and Imai, and I think I made the better idea to start the Miz and not start Imai.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no, it's rough. I mean, Mizorowski is definitely the best pitcher in the National League right now. So, I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? But anyway. Yeah, him against Imai. I mean, Imai had 2 bad pitches the whole day. Other than that, I mean, he was hitting the spots. He was looking good. I mean, He looks way better than the Imai that we've had from the very beginning of the season. So I will take absolutely what we got today and his last couple starts, and then just move on, man. He got a rough matchup. That's all you can do with it. So this was the game I honestly thought we were going to lose. I thought we were going to win Friday, Saturday, and probably lose this one and lose it very small, by 1 run or something like that. But it didn't work out that way.
Oh, you were pretty damn close. You were pretty close. I mean, you only lost by 2, but yeah, you just ran into a buzzsaw with Mizorowski. That's all. That really what it boils down to. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the outcome from Imai today, right? I mean, really, you couldn't have asked for a better start from him. So that's 3 starts in a row of, it's 2 in a row of quality starts. That 4 2/3 out in Minnesota was trending that direction, right? Because he was pitching really well before the rain delay. So that's 3 good starts for Imai, man. Let's see if he can go to a 4th. But now you welcome in Pittsburgh, old NL Central foe, another one. So, guys, I don't know if y'all looked at the probables, but
I got
Bryles, hit me with the probables for the Pittsburgh series.
All right, so Tuesday we're going against Chandler 1-6 with a 4.85 ERA. We've got Burrows going with a 3.6 record, 5.4 ERA. You don't want to hear about Wednesday.
Wednesday's going to be a good one.
Wednesday is basically Noah Ryan. It's Paul Skeens, 6-5 with a 2.89 ERA against Eric Getty with a 7-1.
Oh, going to be a good one.
1.34 ERA. I'm telling you, this is going to be a battle. Guys, take the under. I'm just going to tell you right now. I don't know what it is. Take the under. So that's your Wednesday matchup. And then Thursday, Jones, this is one guy that they pulled out of their AAA system. He's 0-0 with a 10 ERA against Kiwi Tang. Of course, the guy that we've said over and over again that he still needs to be in the bullpen, but yada, yada, yada. 3-3, 2.57 ERA. So, boys, I'm going to let you call it, and I'll take the last one. Chris, who you got?
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this. I mean, I don't know who's going to be watching this. As far as if you are watching this live, 1, I appreciate it. 2, y'all need to clear your schedules on Wednesday night to watch this pitching matchup. I think it's going to be, good God, this is going to be a hell of a pitching matchup. So Wednesday night, you've got Eric Getty versus Paul Skeens. I'm pretty sure David said he's going to go see that game. But that right there, if you want to see a clinic as far as pitching, that's the game that you need to watch. Either go see it in person or go watch it on the TV, one of the two. With that being said, you've got
Homer. He's non-homer this week.
Who's pitching? You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go with the Astros taking the series 2-1. And actually, you know what? Hold on, let me think.
Take the sweep. Take the sweep, Homer.
I'm going to go for the sweep, and here's why.
One,
I think Burrows has been pitching pretty well the last 2 or 3 starts, and this is going to be a game where he's facing against his former team in Pittsburgh. So I'm going to take I'm going to put my chips in. At this point, I've got enough lead in our standings that I can go ahead and afford to, even though I'm on a 2-series losing streak, but I like Burrows against Pittsburgh. I'm gonna say Eric Getty's gonna outduel Paul Skeens because Skeens has been known to get rocked. And then Kai Tang has pitched fantastic. So I'm gonna go with the sweep for the Astros, and we'll see what happens. But if they sweep, you're gonna see this clip again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it on the books.
I just can't do the sweep as much as I want to. I just can't do it. Bubba Chandler is young, good pitcher. We all know about Paul Skeens. Jared Jones was Bubba Chandler 2 years ago before he got, I think he had a shoulder issue, right? So he's been out for a minute. So I'm going to go 2-1 Astros. I'm going to take the Arrighetti Wednesday game, and I'm going to take the Kaiway 10 game on Thursday. So I'm going 2-1 Astros. And nothing against Burrows. Burrows, I think he went 7 his last outing in Texas, right? Looked pretty damn good. I think what it boils down to is like our pitching is starting to kind of, make more consistent starts, but our offense is not consistent enough to back up those starts with it. So, like I said, I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 Astros on this one.
Man, I'm going to roll with PK, honestly, on this one. I'm going 2-1. However, here's the deal. I would really love to roll with Chris. Yeah. But that Wednesday matchup, man, I'm telling you, that could literally be the all-star game starting pitchers for the AL and the NL. That could be Skeens versus Arrighetti, because that is how good both these pitchers are. So it's, I mean, that game is literally a coin flip. I don't see us sweeping them. I do see us easily taking 2. But that one game, man, oh my God, Wednesday is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So just like Chris said, man, if you can't get to the stadium, you better be watching it. That's for damn sure. So it's going to be a fun one. I'm going to go 2-1, and I'm not going to even say, like most time I like, break down the pitchers and saying like, okay, so I'm going to take this win, I'm going to take this loss, I'm going to take this win. But this is kind of a wild card. I think the Astros are a better team than the Pirates. But at the same time, I do literally think that the way that our pitching is matching up with them, the only one I can guarantee is the game 3 against the Pirates. So it's other than that, that's all I can say. So I'll take 2-1 Astros and leave it there.
Yeah, look.
All right, let me go ahead and put it up. This is what we're playing for, everybody. As you can see, our standings are just as terrible as the AL West right here. So again, you've got me in first place holding it down at 8-8. You've got Bryles at 5-11, and then you have the man who has been holding it down, last place, PK at 3-13.
Dude, that's like terrible. It is. I mean, it's terrible. Terrible.
By the way, I did call the 3 wins against the Rangers.
Yeah, you did.
You should. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna like toot my own horn on that one.
Yeah, no. Look, both teams are coming in playing pretty good ball. Astros were 7-3 in their last 10, and Pittsburgh was 6-4 in their last 10. So, I mean, the Astros were. What's crazy is that the Astros went on that little run right in these last 10, and you're now 4.5 back. You're now 4.5 back after that. Dude, after a 7-3 run. I know, but what I'm trying to say is that you got as close as 3. I think you got as close as 3, or 3.5, or was it 2.5?
For a minute, they're 2.5 out of the wild card.
Yeah, 2.5, and you go on and you lose these 2 games, to Milwaukee, and you're sitting back to. You're sitting back at 4.5. I mean, Mariners, they have I think they did hit a walk-off today. I think they won the series against, what's it called? Arizona, right? So they're holding it down. They're 2 wins over 500. So, I mean, like, you still have a chance. But what I'm getting at is that you swept the Cubs, you beat the Twins, you beat the Rangers, and you should have beat the damn Brewers, man. Like, you should have beat the Brewers. So, should have
won Friday.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. So look, man, let's just start a new series win. I hope that all of our predictions are right in the sense of Astros winning the series. That's the most important thing.
I really hope my prediction's right.
We don't want Chris's prediction. I mean, we do from a Astros fan, from a podcast.
I don't want him to beat me, man.
No, I don't want him to know, because I have to work with him and I have to hear about it. I don't want it. I don't want it. All right, man. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. This has been awesome, man. Glad to have everybody back in. Let's go. You got a day off tomorrow for the Astros, and then you start Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday against the Pirates. So let's see what happens. Don't forget, tune in Wednesday for sure. for the Astros game. That's going to be a fantastic pitching matchup. Like Bryles said, take the under no matter what it is. So I want to thank everybody for listening and supporting and interacting with us. We really appreciate it. Until then, man, hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Have a great start to your week. This is the Crawford Chronicles. I'm PK. Homer Chris, Would Be Bones Bryles. I'll talk to y'all in a few days. Hook 'em. They were beating the Gauchos. Did they beat the Gauchos? They were up 4-3.